Well, hello and welcome everybody. This is Bruce, the Gig Farmer, coming at you with the second video in the Campfire series. The song today we're going to look at is called Comfort Me. It was written by a friend of mine, Michael Lumpkin, and it's been one of our camp standards for many, many decades, and I'd like to break it down for you now. So let's get going on it. This song is in 6/8 time, which means there are 6 beats to a measure. Okay, most songs are 4/4. The last song we did, the Outlaw, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 6/8 is a little bit different because your strumming pattern is going to repeat every measure. Therefore, your strumming pattern is going to have 6 beats. But let's take a look at the chords now. Pretty straight ahead, we've got an E minor. We've got a C, which you know I usually play the C with 4 fingers, covering the 6th string, 3rd fret G note. And then we have a D, and then back to E minor. That's the intro. Then the verse is going to go G, and I make the G with these 3 fingers. You can make it with these 3 if you'd like. And the G, E minor part of the verse and the C, E minor part of the verse, which I'm going to show you in a moment, is going to split the measure. So you're actually going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That repeats again. We'll get to the whole chord progression later in the video. Just breaking down the chords right now. That repeats. This is the second time we're doing it. And then you go to the G and you hold it. That's when you have, she had the words for the birds in the springtime. Children would flock to her apple pie eyes. And you either go back to a verse or you go to a D when you get to the Comfort Me part. Comfort me, to a C. Now here you're actually holding each chord for 2 measures. So you're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Let's talk about the strumming now. I mentioned earlier it's in 6/8, so it's a little bit trickier, but it's a pretty straight ahead pattern that I use. That right there would be 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Let's see, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and I almost changed too early there. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So as you can see, I'm going down, then I'm skipping the up strum, and then I'm going down, up, down, up. Real powerful kind of boom. And you can repeat that every 3 beats if it's easier for you to keep track of, because that's essentially what you're doing. The 1, 2, 3 that I'm playing here is the same as the 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6. And why am I strumming just 1 down strum for the 1 and the 4 beat? That's kind of where the pulse is of the song. If I was playing this on drums, you would hear the kick drum would be on the 1 and the snare would be on the 4 beat. That's another way you can kind of tell if a song's in 6/8 oftentimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're imitating that on the strumming pattern by going. So you kind of get that feel in you, and that's helpful. You want to be able to feel this 6/8 groove, or else the strum is not going to sound quite right. Let's go through the whole song now, or at least a verse and a chorus. And then we'll break it down further into some other little embellishments I might be doing on those chords. 1, 2, 3, including the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now go to the G and hold it. She had the words for the birds in the springtime. Children would flock to her apple pie. Now that G, E minor is setting us up to begin the singing of the verse. So don't count that as like the 2 or 4 measures and then you change to the C. You vamp on the G, E minor. This is common in a lot of songs. You just hold a chord or a chord pattern until somebody starts singing and then you start counting. Okay, that's the first measure if you want to count the measures that way. She said the flowers are dead all of the time. My heart would lie dying in a repeat pain. Spring finally came all of the time. I'd wait for its coming. She had the words for the birds in the springtime. Children would flock to her apple pie eyes. She said, shaking her head, why do you crawl when your heart should be flying? I answered in vain. Her eyes blinked again. Can't you see that inside I'm dying? That's the second verse. She took my hand and the land became blurry. Shockwave of beauty, she said, baby. Now we get into the chorus, which is the D to C part. You hold the D for 2 measures and the C for 2 measures. So the comfort me goes like this. Comfort me. Comfort me. Notice what I'm doing there on the C chord. On the 1 strum, I'm keeping the middle finger down here. On the 4, I'm lifting it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just kind of a little way of really holding on to the G chord. I guess I'm adding a D note to it, so it might be a C2 chord or C9 or C sus2. We could talk about that in another video, what that chord is called. But it sounds kind of nice, and you don't have to do it. Just hold the C chord if you want to. But it's just a little embellishment that I do. Okay. Before we get through here, I want to play it through the way I would typically play it. We'll take it from maybe the 3rd verse, and I'll try to link the lyrics to this in the description, perhaps, so you have all the lyrics to it. But it goes, I would play it maybe a little bit faster, and again with some embellishments there. But so sometimes I'll start or a little slide or something. I said I was going to say, let's start with the 3rd verse. I wouldn't have the intro then. So let's take it from Michelle, which is actually Michelle, name of a girl, but Michael pronounced it Michelle. Michael, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I believe that's the girl who the song was written for. Michelle, she burned with her name, became Michelle Sheba with internal beauty. Flowers are dead all of the time. My heart would lie dying. She kicked more sand in my hand as she held it. She kissed me and whispered, said, baby, comfort me. Arpeggiated just to add a little dynamic to it. Second time, maybe build it up a little bit. Comfort me. And then full blast. Comfort me. As I said, you could arpeggiate that, be real light with it, and then slowly add into your strumming pattern. But the whole time, the key to this song, I think, is making sure that you keep that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that pulse going, so that you'll really feel the song. I think that does it for this one. Please like the video if you did like it. Subscribe. And that'll help me make more videos like this. This is, again, the Campfire series. And stay tuned for the next one dropping soon. Thanks for hanging with me. Now get to practicing.